Hey, so the Wonder Man series by Netflix, Marvel Studio. Yeah, it was a good story. It was a good story. It was very interesting, and I overall enjoyed it. What's crazy about this series? There's not much action in it, but I liked it. So it's a very good show. I recommend it. Now the direction of Wonder Man is really good because I really liked it because it wasn't like the traditional show. There's more layers to it, and even in the show, the actor refers to like the scenes as layers, and it touches on like interesting topics like what people go through, like overthinking, um, overthinking too much, and it's really good. So the direction of this, I would give it a solid 8 out of 10. Directors was really good. The acting was really fun, and the show touches on acting, which is pretty interesting too. You know what goes into acting, so you get more of a layer, more layers to the story, and I really like that they brought back the Mandarin, Ben Kingsley, because I thought, yeah, like, where did he go all these years? Like, he just disappeared. Even if they only brought him back for this one series, maybe there's more. But definitely the acting was up there, 8.5. Now, what's really interesting is the story itself, and I see what Marvel is doing, right? So what Marvel is doing, instead of giving you like the superhero movie, what they're doing is like going more inside the mind. They're giving you an experience, and I like the story. These were all the writers. Is going more deep within the mind. It's like you gotta watch it to understand it. And there's a lot of like layers to this, a lot of psychology. Like, why did he want to become Wonder Man? Well, it's because his dad in the show took him to a Wonder Man movie when he was young, and so that was with a good childhood memory. And after the movie's made, spoiler alert, after the movie's made, like within the show, he kind of gets over that feeling. So it also shows into like how hard it is to be an actor in Hollywood, and that itself is a enemy. So the game within the game, within the game. This was the dad, and he finally gets the movie made, and he finally lets everyone know that he's worth something. He can act. The guy can act. finally shows that he's worth something to his brother, to his mother. You know, after all these years of struggle, and he was holding back the whole time. The like, this is with the layers I'm talking about. Like, he's holding back, like this like, you know, tremendous amount of power, and then also there's a layer of another layer. It's like an onion, bro. So there's another layer of like being African American and being a male, and that he, you know, you gotta hold back your power. You gotta hold back your who you really are. Who you really are. You know, your true self. That was like a very, very good. You know, who is the real you? Who is the real person behind everything? So that was really cool to see that it's not easy being a 6 foot something colored person in Hollywood, and you're trying to make it because you have this burning desire inside of you that only the artist can understand, that you're gonna be this great actor one day. And he did become that. And so there's a lot of trial. This scene really just summed it up right there. That photo, this right here, of like all the frustration. And you can't show anyone the frustration. That's what makes it relatable to regular people. So I thought that was pretty cool. And then on top of that, you have a loving mother, and then who's like, you know, who's an immigrant, and it's hard for immigrant. They just want to see their kids happy, right? It's hard. Like, this scene was pretty powerful, and yeah, it was a good show. I would recommend it. And what's crazy is like, it like you usually see like the action and the powers of a superhero, and this was the only superhero that didn't show his true power until the end. And it's like you wanted to see what he's capable of, like his full strength. Maybe because it was a TV show, so they held back a bit with the editing, which is another good thing. Like, yeah, they're using CGI for these TV shows, but sometimes people complain that they weren't that good. So it gave them a chance to, you know, use less CGI, but when they used CGI, it was worth it. Like, it was like good CGI. Even in, well, the movies, obviously they have a lot of budget and they get the full CGI, but the shows, they don't have that much CGI. I've seen some good CGI like Ironheart. Other shows, well, there's animation shows they gotta do, you know, full thing on that. But CGI on the show Loki, it was a good show. Had a good CGI, had a lot of green screen. But yeah, they went with something a little different. There's something a little different in this. So it's like the game within the game within the game, you know. And I really enjoyed Ben Kingsley's accent. It was really good. It was like, you know, it brought some freshness to the whole. And it was funny. It was like somewhat funny. I found Thunderbolts to be way more funny though, but this was a good show. It was interesting. It was only 30 minutes. Like, I actually wanted this show to be like 45 minutes, which is a good benchmark, because like you don't want it to be too long or too short. I feel like hour shows are like hard to digest, but 30 minutes was a bit short for this show. But I understand, like it made sense though. 30 minutes show. But yeah, it was a pretty good show. So go watch it.